Howdy team, in this video I'm going to give you the top 6 ways to make 2021 your best year ever. And to be fair, it's not just 2021, it's ideas that I've seen from 2020 that have worked for me that I know can work for you, providing you put them into action. And it's also from speaking to hundreds of business owners and financial services experts who are not doing some of these foundational basic principles, which is what's been hindering their growth, potentially your growth, results, success, outcomes, whatever you want to call it. So I thought I'd share these with you so that hopefully they can give you some inspiration going into next year, and equally over the course of the next couple of weeks, something to think about to be able to get more results from your life, your business, whatever you're driving forward in the not too distant future. So top 6 ways to make 2021 your best year ever. Having spoken to hundreds of financial services people this year, and also a lot of my coaching and mentoring clients, as well as business owners within my mortgage brokerage, number 1 is all about knowing your key metrics and knowing all your numbers. It really surprises me how very few of you, and I hope you don't feel like I'm calling you out, are not clear enough on the key metrics, your leads, your sales, your conversion rate, how much your goal, what your financial goals are for the next 12 months, how you've broken that down into quarterly, monthly and weekly goals and targets to be able to work towards. In a mortgage and financial services sense, what your average mortgage value is, protection value, penetration from insurance to mortgage. When you break this down, you're almost building your business like paint by numbers. Makes everything so much easier, and you can now take averages. If it's over a 3-month period, it'll be more accurate over a 6-month period. Over a 12-month period, it's going to be even more accurate. The key thing, which I tell a lot of my mentees to do, is to have a start date. And then from that date onwards, just start tracking. Now, it might take 3 to 6 months for a client to convert, so your conversion rates are going to look lower than you would potentially think. But over time, they will become more accurate. The sooner you start data, the better information you're going to have. The further and further you get into it, the longer and longer that you track it. And knowing your numbers is absolutely key to business success, results, growth, and outcome. Number 2 is about specialism. Having some kind of specialism, some kind of niche, an ideal target or demographic that you want to focus on. Been saying this for a long time, but the time now is to really focus on one particular area. What industry are you in? What business are you in? What client type do you help? Who can you specifically focus on? My niche, when I was a business owner doing general life insurance for 7 years, yes, I built almost a 7-figure business, but there was no customer loyalty. There was no coming back. There was no real referrals and recommendations because people didn't know who to necessarily refer or recommend. And in the mortgage industry, you do get a lot of referrals. But I tell you what, when you actually turn around and say, we only work with self-employed people, you get a hell of a lot more. And when I turn around and say, I only work with financial services professionals, mortgage brokers, IFAs, will writers, insurance brokers, to help them build a more successful business, it's easier to become known in that industry. Who's to say in 5-10 years that I might move outside of financial services, but it's much easier to help somebody and get them a result knowing what you know. And if you've been a policeman before and you want to offer mortgages to police, it's going to make complete logical sense and you're going to attract more people like you. Thanks for the well wishes, guys. Really appreciate it. I'm not feeling too bad, just a bit of a nasal cold. So focusing on specialism and niche is number 2. Now, it makes it easier to market. It makes it easier to find clients like those clients, and it makes it easier for you to stand out. Number 3 is focusing on your strengths. Particularly when you first start out in business, it's easy to try and do absolutely everything. And I'm a big fan of delegation and delegate to elevate and leveraging and passing on the lower value tasks so I can focus on the income generating ones, the money making activities, the lead generation, the videos, the content marketing, the sales, and getting rid of the contracts and the admin and the processing and the uploading of documents and the paper chasing. Because generally someone is more organized than me and it's much better for them to do it. But also in focusing on my strengths, it enables me to get better at those things. You only get better at doing content by doing content. If you're only ever doing it once or twice a month, then you're never going to get really good at it. That's going to drive results into your business. So focusing on your strengths means that you have to hire your weaknesses. There's no point in trying to get better at something that you're just not good at. It's a waste of time. Recruit somebody else who is better at those things. Management, spreadsheets, analysis, posting on social media. You create the content, get someone else to repurpose it, whatever it might well be. But focusing on 3 to 7 things that only you can do and getting other people to do those other things is what's going to help you to grow. And the sooner you can do that, the better. You think it might be a cost, but actually it's an investment because you will invest your time more into areas that are going to drive life and business forward. And it's almost that thought process of, who else can I get to do it? Who else can I get to do it? Oh shit, I've got to do it. You want to kind of have that thought. You need to be third in line and bat away as much stuff as possible. The fourth thing is you must focus on some social media marketing. I haven't done as many live videos recently for the pure fact that they're just not getting as much reach as some of the written posts. We're doing this 6 ways, but we will repurpose that into a post with the 6 ways on it. We'll do 6 images with them back to back. We'll repurpose that content from a live, probably onto YouTube, probably onto a podcast episode. So it's about leveraging time, but it's also about showing up in multiple different places that enables you to only do one thing once, but then leveraging it out to people who are better at it than you to repurpose it absolutely everywhere. Social media is not going anywhere. It's much easier to raise a personal profile, to have a specialism, and to attract people in your niche by utilizing social media as part of your marketing ecosystem. Social media is just a needs must now. And the people who are taking advantage of it are going to be the ones who win the biggest. The 5th thing that can make your 2021 this year is going to be multiple streams of income. Now, those first 4 have been things that I've been doing consistently and actually seen a benefit from doing since 2016 when I got back to mortgages. But actually building out multiple streams of income is what starts to happen as a result of doing those 4 things. In July, I think it was, I launched my 3rd business. I'll talk you a little bit of backstory in terms of multiple income streams. So I built a business up to almost 7 figures, an insurance broker, no niche, no specialism, no focus, no social media. 2016, built a mortgage brokerage focused around helping self-employed people to buy and invest in property. As a result of doing that, mortgage brokers, or as a result of putting myself out on social media and having a specialism and a niche and doing video, mortgage brokers started asking me for help. As a result of mortgage brokers started asking me for help, I then launched a coaching and mentoring business called Financial Pro. That's now got a podcast, that's now got a team, that's now got an online training portal. I've got group coaching clients, I've got one-to-one coaching clients, and I've got hundreds of online mentees. So that's the 2nd business. As a result of having the community of mortgage brokers, one of my mentees who used to run a really successful will writing business turned around to me and said, look, I've got this opportunity, would like to have a chat with you about it. The long story short is I'm now shareholder in a will writing training business with 2 seriously experienced will writers. And my job is marketing and sales, along with Paul, who's going to be doing sales as well as training, and I'm doing training as well. And then you've got Steve and Charlotte, who are the experts in doing the will side of things. And it all feeds in. The mortgage brokerage, led into training mortgage brokers and now helping the whole of financial services create more successful businesses, because I've done that multiple times over in my own life. which has then led into how can we bring new income streams into our will writing, our mortgage brokerages. Right, let's add in wills, insurance, commercial, all these different areas. And then that's now bringing in another business for me, but actually it's an opportunity for all the financial services professional people out there to attract more clients, because referrals from writing wills is huge. So I'm part of a will writing training company where we're going to help mortgage brokers to become wills, and that will make a profit over a period of time. But also I'm bringing will writing into my mortgage brokerage so that we can service our existing clients and our new clients going forward with wills. So it's about adding additional products and services into your life, but feeding into the same ecosystem. It's not like I'm running out there trying to set up a car washing business. Don't know why I thought of that one. Or, an import and export business. Everything is feeding into the same kind of ecosystem, which makes it much, much easier to do. And equally, it's easier to find people who can help you to do that, because I'm focusing on my strengths and delegating out other things to my advisors, admin team, PA, Jack on social media, Andrew now my ops manager, Ed now taking on some PA duties, Charlotte and Stephen in the will writing space. It just all starts to grow outwards, providing you're focusing your energies in the right places. So that was number 5. The last one, and by no means least, because this year has been the most challenging year, but number 6 is about staying positive and keeping a strong mindset. And you have to do that any which way possible. By focusing, I believe, on your health and your physical ability, that helps to give a strong mindset. When you feel rubbish, if you go out for a run or a walk or a spin or do something that gets your heart going, endorphins are raised and it makes you feel happier. If you're feeling a bit low in energy and uninspired, which is so easy to do when you're sat in the same 4 walls all day, every day, then you go to a mastermind or a group coaching session, or you have a coach or a mentor who is further ahead than you, but also being around people with the same mindset at the same level as you, and being honest and saying, look, I'm feeling shit today, lifts you up, raises you up, keeps you in that positive state, keeps you having that strong mindset, keeps you focusing forward. There's been days where I haven't wanted to do lives. I don't really want to do one now with this cold particularly, but everything is in the purpose of helping other people. And when you are able to do that, and when you're able to realize that the 6 things that I've spoken about there is a journey, it's a process, it's a method for success, it's a way in which you can do things to help other people, then you have to stay positive, you have to keep a strong mindset for those that are your friends, your family, and everybody else. And then that's why you're part of coaching and mentoring groups as a means to be able to help you get your mindset. Because often as a business owner, everything sits on your shoulders and you've got no one to bounce ideas off, no one to talk to, no one to support you. So the top 6 ways I believe to make more or have more success in 2021 and make 2021 the best year ever. Number 1, know your numbers. Number 2, have a specialism and a niche. Number 3, focus on your strengths and delegate your weaknesses. Number 4, must use social media and make it part of your overall marketing ecosystem. Number 5, have multiple streams of income in the same ecosystem. And number 6, do everything you can to keep a positive mindset and build a strong mindset. So I hope that gives you some inspiration for today. If you give the video a like, if you could leave me a comment, that would be massively appreciated. I'd love to see what you think of this video and which one is your favorite and which one perhaps you need to focus on first. Often when you look at 6 things, you go, oh my God, that's overwhelmed, I can't do that. But actually, if you just start to focus on the most important one, that can have a direct impact on all the other ones. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and remember, now's the time to become pro.